Armored Kincaller. Fantastic town. Oh my goodness. Hello and welcome to this fantastic common dinosaur action right here. Armored Kincaller, or as I kind of just realized, Armored Wincaller, because I'm going to be calling it. This dinosaur, cheap dinosaur, is going to make a good difference. Is it the absolute best creature that only requires green, that costs 3? That's an interesting question, but it is going to help my Stampede dinos, an early body that gains life. Fantastic. We'll go over that a little bit before we jump into the matches in Explorer, well, also legal and Pioneer, but I was talking about specifically Armored Kincaller and other early choices to help shore up the aggro matchups, the faster stuff. That does give me a run for my money, I must admit. That's how it goes. Chances are you can't be pretty good, have a decent chance against everything, and well, this deck certainly does not. But why Armored Kincaller? It's a common. It enters, you gain 3 life if you control a dinosaur or if you reveal a dinosaur. Why wouldn't you use Thrashing Brontodon? A Tranquil Frillback, of course. Tranquil Frillback might be, well, the thing many of you guys go to. That's a good question. Specifically with Tranquil Frillback, we'll jump to that because I know a lot of you guys use Tranquil Frillback to start, or it's in your sideboard, or you don't even play dinosaurs and you simply use Tranquil Frillback to do all its stuff. Gain a bit of life, potentially destroy an artifact or enchantment, or exile target player's graveyard. Very nice against Izzet Phoenix and Greasefang, potentially. That's very good. But I don't care much about the graveyard. Through practice and facing stuff, Izzet Phoenix just seems to not go off as fast as I go off. And I don't have those early creatures for its removal. I don't have to worry about that stuff, losing some of my bodies. Then I just go fast enough, counter spells and whatnot, and I get the job done. I don't worry about exiling the graveyard, worrying about a few Arclight Phoenixes coming out, hitting me for 3 or 6 over a few turns, because that still might be too slow. Oftentimes, it's simply too slow. There's nothing the opponent can do when, boom, you drop Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Consistently drop Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. So, let's think about this. If I don't care about any common graveyard strategies, I wouldn't care about that part on Tranquil Frillback. So that's out of there. It doesn't come into effect much. And then the destroying an artifact or enchantment, I don't really care too much about that as well for Tranquil Frillback. I've got Culling Ritual, which continues to be a pretty darn consistent splash, only needing a single black, decimating a lot of stuff that cares about artifacts and enchantments, because usually I would say that stuff is pretty cheap. It has a mana value of 2 or less. Boom, it's all gone. And sometimes, actually, today, I destroyed a Roots, Insidious Roots, with the new Karlov Manor that was just released. Oh, deadly. When a permanent leaves your graveyard, you make a plant, and then the plants can get bigger. Something like that. But that is a non-land permanent. That is an enchantment that costs 2. So I destroyed all those plants that had all the counters on them, and I made 8. I destroyed my own Up the Beanstalk. That got me the final 8 and enough mana to simply play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant after paying 4 to sweep everybody. So that right there, we're covered. For all the small stuff, good. Artifacts, enchantments, don't worry about it. Graveyards, don't worry about it. And gaining 4 life, think about that. For Tranquil Frillback, I would have to spend 4. I would have to have an extra green anytime I play it. I can't simply play it for 3 and it be a 3/3. That would feel strictly worse than Armored Kincaller. That's pretty bad stuff. But if I have to spend 4 at a minimum to gain the 4 life from Tranquil, if I can make 4, that means oftentimes that I can make 6. Sunken Citadel, 2 forests, Castle Garenbrig. Sunken is 2 mana, forests are the other 2, boom, 6 right there. 4 lands, 6 green, whew. That's pretty fantastic stuff, but I'm not going to be playing Tranquil Throwback. I'm not going to spend 3 mana for Throwback, another green, just to gain a life. I could simply make Tranquil Throwback a creature that costs 6, and I would imagine there's a lot more impactful things. A big creature that I could play for that amount of mana at the same point that I would be paying an extra green. So that's out of the way. I don't like it. Kincaller gains 3 life, where Tranquil Throwback gains 4, but I think that's close enough for gaining 3 life for free. I should pretty much always have a dinosaur in my hand or out. But turn 3 this lands. I gain some life, good. I stabilize a bit. I have a creature that blocks any creature they have. Maybe it deters aggression from the opponent just because it has 3 power, 3 toughness. But really, I want to buy myself a turn or 2. And this might be the right option. And it is a dinosaur. Keep in mind, there's 4 Palani's Hatcher, 4 Regisaur Alpha. So chances are, in a lot of scenarios, late game, maybe I top deck this. 3 for a 3/3 haste, gain 3 life is pretty decent. And because it costs 3, I could play 2 of these with a Castle Garenbrig. The 6 mana that it does, whew, that would be lovely stuff. 2 3/3s, gain 6 life. Maybe they have haste. Maybe I played Palani's Hatcher the previous turn. Boom. Hasty, life. I like it. But what else would I do for 3 that would kind of achieve that same thing? Stabilizing, gaining life, blocking. We'll see. I'm going to delve deep into all the choices and why Kincaller might be the best. Again, it is a dinosaur, so that right there is pretty big. I don't have to do anything special to gain that life. Decent body, it costs 3. I want something at 3. Oftentimes, yeah, I can't make 2 mana. Sometimes I can't. On turn 2, the second land that I played might be another Sunken. It might be the first Castle Garenbrig, because I don't have a forest to help it enter untapped. I could have Cavern of Souls, and still no forest anywhere to be seen. It's got to be Castle, always on turn 2 at that point, and then Cavern of Souls on turn 3. And now I finally have access to that 3 mana. Kincaller, boom. Hopefully I play the 4th land on turn 4. I can make 6 in that scenario, like I mentioned, and we'll see. Early dino tonight, yes. A little bit earlier. I think so. Yeah. Armored Wincaller. That's what I'm calling it. I love it. Otherwise, this list is basically the same. I trimmed the Biogenic Oozes, the 3 copies of that, and the 1 Xenagos God of Revels, just to make space for something earlier, something, like I mentioned, that would help against the faster stuff. Boom. I've been hit by a Blood Tithe Harvester. I've taken 3. I play this. I gain 3 life back, and now I have this body sitting. If they don't have removal, maybe the Harvester sacrifices itself to this, and we trade back and forth. I'm back to a healthy range, and I just have to buy myself time. It doesn't matter what I'm at. I don't care if I go down to 1 or 2. I don't care if it's slower than maybe what the opponent is doing. They just have to not kill me, because I am going to kill them. Oh, the Hydra again. Yes, absolutely, 100%. I didn't talk about it too much tonight, but yeah, absolutely stunning. Fantastic, very consistent, as I think many of you have seen, to make 6 with Castle on turn 4 with that Sunken. You play a Hydra, you just grab the other Sunken, puts it right out, and you make 8 on turn 5. And there's nothing the opponent can do about it. It doesn't matter how many fatal pushes, how many go for the throats. If they kill Ulvenwald Hydra, after it's landed, they would have to counter that enter the battlefield trigger, and most people don't. A Stomper, potentially. Topiary Stomper, I take it. It could, and it did in the past when I had more lands. Right now I only have 3 forests, and I can't really fit anything else. I don't want to go up to more lands, which, if you're new here, that might seem crazy. 18 land dinos. Whoa, what's going on with that? But there isn't any other lands that I want to take out for a forest, because I would want quite a few forests for Topiary Stomper, at least 6. Many opponents use that Field of Ruin, definitely ruining my chances. I could have drawn a forest, the opponent uses Field of Ruin, I draw another forest, and then I don't have too many. Yeah. Well, no, Topiary Stomper could possibly grab a mountain. It's any basic land, which is nice, and I've used that in the past when I've gone to 23 lands or 24, and I'm splashing for stuff like this Culling Ritual. So I would have maybe that single swamp in just to get my source of black, but the splash for 1 pip of a certain color, it's not too hard. Either I see Sunken, I can simply choose black to make my source that I need, pretty nice right there, or I get Underground Mortuary or Overgrown Tomb. So right there, that's 6 lands that could get me my source, but I could also play Ulvenwald Hydra and grab a second Sunken and choose black, or Mortuary or Overgrown Tomb. So that's 6 Ulvenwald Hydra, 10 Sylvan Scrying, 14. And then if you kind of want to add in Commune with Dinosaurs, 18-ish things that will allow me to see that 1 source of black that I need. I think that is absolutely consistent enough, and it's not like I need to cast Culling Ritual on the first couple turns. I can't make that 4 mana. It would only ever happen by turn 4 with this list, so that should be enough turns to assemble and look for something. Maybe I go Sunken to start. I choose green because I need that 2 green for Castle Garenbrig. Then I play Castle Garenbrig as my second land. It enters tapped. Come turn 3, I'm ready and waiting, and I go Sylvan Scrying on turn 3 to grab a second Sunken, and I use that as my 3rd land, my land for the turn. And with that second Sunken, I choose black, so I can make 2 black, 2 green, or 1 black for the Culling Ritual down the line. And well, that's pretty fantastic stuff, but I could go on and on about the specifics of it. Why 3, why 4? I try to have good, solid reasoning at least. Usually that happens if you play something enough. If you think about it, is this the best option? Why do I have 1 of this, 2 of this? Every choice you make should have a valid reason, unless you're, having fun testing things out and whatnot. But I like to, at least right now, say, oh, is this the absolute best thing to start? I don't know what I'm going to face, so I do want stuff that is, pretty well-rounded. But again, the Topiary Stomper, I could draw some forest, it would grab some forest or some mountains, and the opponent could use Field of Ruin, which would grab basic lands out of the library really fast. I would definitely run out. I would definitely not want to cut Overgrown Tomb or Underground Mortuary. The Surveil lands from Karlov Manor have been fantastic. The list, as always, in the description. I say we jump right into it. Ooh, 14. My goodness. It's been quite some time since I've went over 10 minutes. Huh. Yeah. I could have done that for half an hour or something like it. But very good chat on the Discord. Absolutely. Lovely stuff. Is it the absolute best way to play Dinos? I don't know. I don't know when or if more people start to play it. Continue to play it at more and more tournaments. Commander Crane, I know you have some fantastic success with the more classic list. It's going to be nice if people gravitate towards one thing or the other. I would expect it's going to be something more classic. I wouldn't see this being the main thing, but you never know. You never know. Magic can be a pretty surprising thing. If I was facing Azorius control, I might actually risk this crazy stuff, but no lands is a no-go. Perfect. Fantastic. Absolutely lovely stuff. Now the question becomes, do I want Palani's Hatcher to the bottom? We're going to... Well, I mean, I could send Ghalta. I do have 4 copies, but it is so lovely. One of the most impactful things, the most impactful thing I could potentially do. I'm going to keep it. I had quite a few scenarios today, actually, where I just wasn't seeing Ghalta, wasn't seeing it, not around. It was painful. Yeah, Mortuary. I was thinking of going with Commune, but Sunken Citadel could be on top. I'm not too worried about Izzet Phoenix, like I was mentioning. They're not quite fast enough. They do have a pretty good clock with the flying creatures, but it is a clock. My clock is just dead that turn. And I definitely don't need Carnage Tyrant. I love to have Carnage Tyrant, but I want to increase the chance of, you know, seeing a sunken thing in the ice. Okay. This is actually quite interesting indeed. Thing in the ice is going to be problematic. Bouncing all the creatures I have. Something like that. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I just have to try and force Thing in the Ice to flip, to bounce creatures at a point in time when they don't want to. But watch this. I should be seeing Sunken Citadel. I've played Underground Mortuary, which put Carnage to the graveyard. Up the Beanstalk drew me a card. 1 Commune, I'm digging 5 deep. There's going to be... Oh, what did I say? There is going to be a Sunken somewhere in the mixture. Lovely stuff. I would be surprised if that wasn't the case. I have dug a lot. Oh shucks. Oh boy. What you gonna do? I think it's all but guaranteed the Thing in the Ice is gonna flip. When it does, when it becomes the Awoken Horror, return all non-horror creatures to their owner's hands. That is pretty rough stuff, but it is about to get pretty rough for the opponent. It could. I am going to choose Tyrranax Rex, though, if I can stick some stuff nicely. Tyrranax Rex is going to be the nicest. This Izzet Phoenix, this deck in particular, it has Fiery Impulse, Lightning Axe, instant speed damage, single target damage, and chances are if I had 1 Palani's Hatcher or 1 Regisaur Alpha, that would be dead. And it wouldn't be giving haste to all my other dinos, so I might as well grab Tyrranax Rex, a dinosaur that just naturally has haste, which is lovely stuff, but the opponent's goofed up big time. 100%. They should have waited to maybe bounce what I was going to play, but I don't think it's really a goof up. They don't know what I'm going to be doing. I would guarantee this opponent has not faced this deck if I'm basically the only one playing it, so it's not really on the 10 though. Okay, well, it's rough. We're not dead yet. Ooh, Zopandrel. I like it. I like it quite a bit. Kincaller is nice. Next turn I can play T-Rex. As long as we just chump Awoken Horror, it might be alright. They could just play another Arclight Phoenix and then we're maybe just definitely dead. I must say, it's been a long time since I've faced Awoken Horror. It definitely is. Well, it's scarier for me. I'm used to Ledger Shredder. I wouldn't be nearly as worried. I might have to think about this for once. Usually I just play this stuff and I beat him up pretty good. Well, I don't have another Arclight Phoenix in the graveyard, so we might be okay. That's alright. Chump Awoken Horror as long as we need. Boom. Don't care. Tyrranax Rex could trade with it. Hopefully that's what happens. Actually, I can go 2 Armored Kincallers. Huh. But I don't draw a card. I really want to play Tyrranax Rex to draw a card. Zopandrel would be pretty big, but I imagine they would have some sort of removal. I think it's got to be Tyrranax Rex. Ulvenwald Hydra is not a land. Okay, here goes nothing. I think that might be okay. We're about to find out. Or they have removal. Fiery Impulse. Do it. Do it. Or Lightning Axe. Don't care. Fine by me. Oh, I wish I had other good stuff in my hands. Stuff with reach. Which Zopandrel has reach. Watch out. I'm about to gain 6 life next turn. With the Kincaller. Oh! Or they die. They die. I'll wait. I'll wait to show you guys. What just happened? There you go. Oh, you're dead. Life gain, reach, life gain. Everybody doubled. Exactly lethal. Zopandrel, doubling T-Rex. See you later, bud. That's what it's all about. That's how you do it. Peace. I gotta say, I was getting a little bit worried there, but hey, if anybody's gonna chump block and the opponent is not gonna be able to do anything about it, it's gonna be Carnage Tyrant. They can't bounce it, they can't kill it. I just have to buy a turn, and they die. I know, we can take a look at that. They were past halfway through, 22 cards, I believe, 25 or something. I'm definite. I got lucky for that fact, absolutely. I know, it's always 3 in the top. Sometimes they mill 2 Arclight Phoenixes or Otherworldly Crews. Surveil 3. In the top 3, there's 2 Phoenixes, and then they get 2 out early. I don't know, and maybe that goes back to paper. Things are different in paper with Izzet Phoenix or any other deck compared to Arena. For whatever reason, theoretically they should be basically all the same, but that's just not the case. It might have had 2 in hand. Definitely. That could be a very real possibility. I wish I could see what they had in hand. Yeah. Okay. You just got to stay positive. Not so much with this hand, though, because I don't have a source of green. If maybe this was Castle Garenbrig and I could make the source of green for Sylvan Scrying, I might keep it. It's better. Yeah. Gotta be Ghalta. It would be nice, and it is nice to see Ghalta Primal Hunger, just because I only have 1 single copy in the list at the moment. But it's the thing I need the least at the moment. I want the haste from Regisaur, the life gain from Kincaller. Lovely stuff. Oh, there's the Castle Garenbrig. So we only need to see a Sunken at some point. Any number of things. But also the Kincaller. It's going to be nice. Gaining 3 life. Buying a bit. Okay, maybe not. We might be dead. Oh. Ouch. Dang! Well. I would imagine everything gets bounced. I'll play the Kincaller at the very least. Save myself a bit of time, but I have a lot of hasty things. If I do get to Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, we'd kill him for sure. With all the hastiness. Whoa. Sometimes you just draw exactly what you need. Okay. They haven't bounced stuff yet. That is good. I'll attack now. I'll see what they do. I don't think it's going to happen. Fiery Impulse would take it out, but you never know. Sometimes I've attacked and it's made them flip their thing into ice. Is it? Interesting. Well, they'll be doing it next turn, that's for sure. But I can go with Palani's Hatcher. I can make eggs, and that's another thing. Palani's Hatcher being... I think I need to drink more coffee. Or liquids. Palani's Hatcher being 3 bodies in 1. That would buy time. The thing in the ice, or the Awoken Horror, does not have trample, so I just chump block, await. And I hope they don't have too much removal. Hit for 14. We'll see how it goes. 14. It's okay. Not too bad. We're not dead yet. All is not lost. They still don't have a Phoenix in the graveyard. Good. Good. Cavern of Souls, extra fantastic. But I need to stick somebody. It has to be a dinosaur and has to be Palani's Hatcher. It's a little unfortunate I can't go Armored Kincaller, but I should be able to buy myself at least one more turn. Fiery Impulse, whatever. As long as one of the eggs lives, at least, maybe I will live. There's a pretty reasonable chance I could draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant coming up. Hopefully they don't kill both. I think they probably will. They have a lot of stuff in their hand. I could see 2 Fiery Impulses or bouncing. Okay. Oh, 1 Fiery Impulse. Do they have 2? Do they have a Lightning Axe? Oh, I think so. Izzet Charm does the trick. Painful. I just wish I could see if I was getting Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn, but do I want to do anything different is the question. Blast Zone. That could take out the Awoken Horrors. I only have to get it to another charge counter. Pop it. Dead. Done. I think we do that. Actually, Culling Ritual would do the trick, but it wouldn't destroy that much. It might only take out the Awoken Horrors, and that doesn't make enough sense for me. Zopandrel? Nah, I don't want that. Maybe Ghalta Primal Hunger. 1 Kincaller. Okay. That's the plan. Blast Zone, we search up for it with Sylvan Scrying. Sunken Citadel can efficiently put that second charge counter on. 1 Sunken means 1 charge counter on Blast Zone. Oh, that is perfect enough for me. I mean, there's no Castle Garenbrig to start, sadly, and I'll keep that forced on top. Seeing with the Underground Mortuary there, I think that makes sense. I might need it. It's definitely going to come in handy. I mean, we'll start off with another Blast Zone.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
It's not often I use other lands. I bring them in, and usually the land that is at the start is Castle Garenbrig, so I'm just so used to clicking fast and trying to grab it. But sometimes you just get the land you wanted as your land for the turn on the following turn, which is actually kind of amusing. Play your thing in the ice. Do it. It's gonna die. Good luck. They haven't yet, so I'm feeling pretty positive about our chances. They don't have an Arclight Phoenix in the graveyard. They don't have thing in the ice. They're ready to kill or bounce or counter somebody. That's just not going to happen. They could have so much stuff in their hand and it's dead. It's useless. Their removal, doing nothing. Their counter spells, doing nothing. At least for the next few turns. It feels pretty good. I don't think they have land destruction. They're really looking pretty hard at that Castle Garenbrig. Huh. Pithing Needle. Oh, they chose Blast Zone. Very, very interesting. Okay, well. Overgrown Tomb it is. And it is a little bit unfortunate that I don't have my source of red for Regisaur Alpha, but I think we'll still get there. I could still use Castle Garenbrig. That's pretty good. I have to hope they don't get... Okay, yeah, watch out. Carnage Tyrant this turn. T-Rex next turn, dead. What you gonna do? Maybe they play their thing in the ice and bounce everything. They have 5 mana. Thing in the ice for 2 and 3 spells for 1. No, they have to pin. No, they're basically dead at this point. They're not winning this one. Good luck. Pretty nice. I'll see you later. Beat that.
Grant me revenge.
And if you do not listen,
Then the hell with you.
Oh shucks, how's that removal taste in your hand? Or the Brazen Borrower? Yeah. Or Otwara, the Soaring City. Well, that's a card. That sure is a card. I mean, I don't see how they could deal 19 this turn. No Phoenixes in the graveyard, just the Brazen Borrower, the Picklock Prankster. But they could surprise me. Something not nice. Good. Good.
Ruthless aggression.
Man, that was a pretty satisfying way to start the night. Nice to see Armored Kincaller there. Whew. Whew. I just love it. Knowing I'm establishing things. I'm getting ahead. I play a land each of the first few turns. There's nothing the opponent's doing. Their removal, useless. Counter spells, useless. That's an addictive feeling. Very addictive. Wow. Never gets old though. Sticking it to them. A lot of those early creatures, and I will go back to that at some point. A dinosaur deck that involves Marauding Raptor, Otepic Huntmaster, the elves, Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elves, but picture, at least with that matchup, how often those things would die. I think it's almost guaranteed that those early little creatures that you rely on to continue to get ahead, to play things ahead of time, they just don't stick around too much, too often. Hard to rely on that, but I can rely on a hand that that has all that stuff. That's basically perfect. If I get one more land, I make 6. Ooh, what are they playing? White. Oh, okay. So this is Azorius Control. They're also playing Sunken Citadel. Pretty neat. But I would imagine they have a counter spell. I want to try and see if I can draw something out. Maybe they just got it now with that Deduce, new card from Karlov Manor. I think we have to try it. I will be able to play Ulvenwald Hydra next turn. We're going to see. I could see a Sunken Citadel. They might not be too worried. Okay, so even if I had played Castle Garenbrig, I still wouldn't have been able to pay the extra 3. But if it had went off, if I had been able to grab a Sunken, that would have been... Yeah, destroy Castle Garenbrig. Do it. Oh, I wish I had another in my hand. Shucks. Good. And that's why you get a bunch of forest. And I might up it to 4, because now we only have 1. The opponent absolutely has another Field of Ruin somewhere in the mixture. I have to hope they play something, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So we're left crossing our fingers, hoping I draw a Carnage Tyrant. Or Ulvenwald Hydra resolves. If that's the case, they might just be dead. Close to it. Okay. I'm kind of tempted to go with Commune again. They must have a counterspell. I'm going to test the waters. I'm going to hope it's No More Lies. Again, I'm hoping to make Sunken... Ooh, that's a toughie. Nah, it's got to be Cavern of Souls. Absolutely. I want to protect Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant at some point. My Regisaur Alphas. And the opponent might finally use some mana. They might only have 1 left. Hopefully they do. And I could maybe get Ulvenwald Hydra, something like that. But it doesn't really matter at this point, because I could make 7 this turn. I will be able to make 8 next turn. Uncounterable. They can't counter Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant. They will die. Now the question is redundancy. What do I need another thing of? It's got to be Castle Garenbrig. Just in case they have another Field of Ruin. Castle Garenbrig is the most important land for all of the... Oh, Memory Deluge. Do it. Do it. I dare ya. Oh, shucks. What you gonna play? You're gonna sweep me. You're gonna kill Ulvenwald. Oh, yeah. That's why. Oh, they don't even Field of Ruin. They could do it at instant speed. They're going to untap 2 lands. One of that is going to be field, plus maybe a plains or something. But if they miss their we're about to find out what happens. What you gonna do? Oh, shucks. You have Tishana's Tidebinder. Don't think you do. You're dead. See you later. You only have 3. Goodbye. Are you gonna kill one of my creatures? Or 2. Bounce 1. Oh. March of Otherworldly Light on a token. Okay. We did not kill him. Did I? Close. Oh, so close. Of course, 100% I'm going to be making guys bigger and digging. But I don't need Sunken Citadel. Hopefully they're not sweeping. It's a little unfortunate. Where's the Carnage Tyrant when you need it? It's unfortunate to be as flooded as I am. Even with 18 lands, this does tend to happen. But I have some of the best top decks possible against this. Just Regisaur Alpha, at the very least, it can't be countered. If something is going to land, I'm going to be able to dig further with this. Oh, that's kind of gross. Man, you would think I'm using who knows what. Drought the Wandering Emperor or something. Had to come out at some point. Now we know where it is. We know exactly if they have it or they don't have it. We'll get them. I got 4 Carnage Tyrants, 4 Tyrranax Rexes, more Ghalta Stampede Tyrants. You name it. Still got to be careful. They still have to be careful. I just wish I had Up the Beanstalk. I'm very surprised. I haven't seen an Up the Beanstalk yet. My goodness. That's not fun. We have to worry about Hall of the Storm Giants a little bit, okay? I'm pretty certain this is going to be countered, but you never know. And maybe I draw a big thing. I can play anything I draw. Oh, I can certainly play anything I draw. Let's see what happens. It can't be countered, and I draw something. It could be something else with haste. Good. Are they? Well, we'll find out. Okay. What's going to happen? Oh boy. It's a little bit worrisome. I would imagine they can kill at least two things. Another Wandering Emperor. Who knows? They can take out one creature, which might be the one. Dig through time? Okay. Maybe they're getting a little bit desperate. Good. What's it going to be? Well, we're going to find out. No, settle the wreckage. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh boy. Twara, yeah, well, gotta take out a bit more. Well, that was one more. Oh! I can't think of a better clip than that. I got some good clips, but I know that's probably my most used clip, but that is that's called for. Wow. And it feels bad. Well, it doesn't always feel bad. I used to feel bad quite a while ago when I would see all these lands, but what does that mean? I see so many lands and I have so few lands to start, 18. That means a lot of good stuff is coming up. And what is good stuff? Every single thing in my deck is good. Big, can't be countered, hasty. It could be Up the Beanstalk, which drew Ghalta, which I played, which drew Regisaur, which gave everybody haste for exact... Wow. Now that is a recovery. And I don't even have to change anything. I keep it the same to decimate the opponent. Don't worry. You're going to find a way out. Maybe the opponent has swept. You just barely kill him. And then you get to do something just like that. But we won't be doing much if I kept a hand with no lands. Not landing a win there. Armored Kincaller. Really, I probably could have trimmed Armored Kincaller. Hornet Queen, Blast Zone. Actually, Blast Zone would be kind of interesting. But it should be good. As long as they don't counter Sylvan. Oh, okay. Or I could just draw the second Sunken Citadel. If it's a land that enters tapped, we're going Cavern of Souls and we're going to go... Okay, you can't do that. You better have Spell Pierce, buddy, or you're dead. Oh my goodness. You can't allow me to go Sylvan Scrying. Unfortunately, Cavern of Souls isn't a forest. That's the one bad thing. And they could take out Sunken Citadel with Field of Ruin, but I want the Sunkens out. If Field of Ruin takes out a Sunken, that's good, because that means I grab a forest and I'm gonna go with that. If they allow Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant next turn, they're dead. On the spot, one turn. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kitties. I hate cats. I don't hate cats. I just don't want cats myself. But if you are not a big fan of cats, this is a play you want to see. Death, instant and immediate. No chance whatsoever. I don't think. Stuff has life. Lifelink, so maybe that's not it. Close. It's as good as we're going to get in the face of those things. None of their creatures are surviving, which is positive. One. Okay. Sweet me. I'll get more stuff. That's fine. That's fine. We'll get the job done. When we just play another thing that's haste, 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 haste. That is what it's all about. That is how you do it. Wow.
You have no power here.
I am inevitable.
Ooh. It's pretty funny when the best thing they could possibly do to maybe save themselves a turn is play some cats. And that could be hard to bust through for some people, but not this. Man, oh man. All right, we'll jump into the next match. If you haven't taken a bite out of that like button already, definitely do so. A fantastic start to the night indeed. Wow. Haste makes waste of their face. Ah. I need more coffee or something. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Maybe I'll wait and see what it is. LF Cash. LF Cass. Oh. That's perfect. Castle and Sunken. Pretty straightforward right there. We should be drawing into the next land that I need. Oh, it's it. Another Azorius control. Okay. We'll kill him. Invasion of Gobakon. It is a little bit unfortunate. I'm going to get my drink. We'll wait this. We'll make this second Azorius control opponent stew in their own defeat. Oh, they chose Up the Beanstalk. Okay. Pretty good. Nice that I get to Tyrranax Rex. I love that. Hasty, uncounterable. Seems to make the most sense, I would imagine. Facing off against the oh, you... Are you serious? We're getting fortunate tonight. Okay. I just play Tyrranax Rex next turn and good luck. What are you doing? Oh. That's pretty good when you draw the Sunken for the exact turn you need it, and you have a T-Rex, and then you draw another T-Rex, and this is... It doesn't get more gross than this. Good game. Can't counter, can't target, has haste. What are you doing? Oh, the Spell Queller. That's a card. Maybe it's Azorius Spirits. I don't think so. I haven't seen Spell Queller in quite some time, but yeah. Okay. Lights out. That's pretty fast. Of course, it is consistent, but that was lucky. Very, very fortunate. Huh. He is confused. Actually, that's a good point, Mad Dad Lab. Because, 4 lands were tapped. This person must have played a creature that cost 4. That's not the case. I played a creature that cost 7. That decided the game right then and there. Good. Ruthless. Maybe I'll try something else. The plane crash. The plane crash is always good because their chances crashed and burned. But is it regular Azorius control? We have to consider the Spell Queller. Is it Azorius Spirits? That's going to be problematic because it is a pretty aggressive deck, and I might just be done for right there. Would never expect to get that lucky again twice in a row, but there is the possibility. However, if they have flying things, I think Pick Your Poison could be nice. Armored Kincaller, we don't really need it. Hornet Queen also, maybe. I'll try Pick Your Poison. Could be good. Oh, yeah. Combining the plane crash with the explosion if I can time it just right.
This is a load of barnacles.
Okay. Maybe they're wondering, why is my opponent taking so long to sideboard? They seem to have something so amazing. Could that could work. Commune with Dinosaurs turn 1. We're going to make sure we get our second land. I don't draw it, unfortunately, but hopefully they don't have a Spell Pierce or something. Maybe they do. I jinx myself. A big time. Hashtag pre-recorded, unfortunately. Oh, so okay. It is. It is Spirits. That's rough. Oh, I love gambling hands. I've done it before. Not with a hand like that. That definitely was quite a bit more risky, but a hand with one Sunken, a bunch of Commune with Dinosaurs. You guys may have seen that Azorius control match. Okay. We'll wait and see what spirits they play, but I would imagine it's we're done for. Yeah. That match I had against regular Azorius control. 1 Sunken, 3 Communes, easy peasy. Got the job done. It's pretty nice knowing that you could reasonably make a 1-land hand work. That's a pretty big plus, I think. I like to take a risk, and I learned that maybe sometimes those risks could be good. Most of us would want to mulligan to see a hand with a bunch of lands, the right amount. But if you can keep a hand that has less, you're up a card. You didn't mulligan. And it works out a little bit better sometimes. Oh, might as well gamble. We got him good, but you know what's going to get spirits good? What is removal for stuff that's 1 or 2, can't be countered, is a land. My removal can be searched with Sylvan Scrying, dug for with Commune, grabbed with Ulvenwald Hydra. I think that's pretty nice. Sometimes in that Azorius match, I actually missed maybe one Pick Your Poison. Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. I was thinking Hornet Queen might be nice. All the flying Death Touchers, but in that Azorius match, the first Commune I went after I'd played my only land, the Sunken, there wasn't any in the top 5. That was pretty unfortunate. This hand would be. Maybe I'd tried if I had 1 Commune instead of a T-Rex. Okay. Hasn't gotten better yet. Had to be bad at some point here. Okay. We're not dead yet. We have to use Commune. We have to grab a Sunken Citadel. I like that. Oh yeah. Oh. That could be nice. Blast Zone, we can pop it the turn it lands. It starts off with the chart. Okay. Well, I'll just keep doing that. Maybe it's gonna work out. Play a spirit. Oh, you can't do that. Because Zopandrel, what does Zopandrel have? Reach. What are you doing for 1 mana? Not stopping this. Maybe they bounce it. Hopefully that's not the case. You missed your window to counter them. Okay, Shacklegeist is a little unfortunate. They can tap to a brute, absolutely. But Blast Zone is also a brute. Or Okay. Now the question becomes, what is the best thing to do? Ghalta Stampede Tyrant does make sense. I could play it. I want to take out the Phantom and Shackle Geists. I feel like Blast Zone... I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to go Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. That would probably do the trick right here, right now. They're not dealing 16 to me next turn. That's not happening. It just isn't. Yeah, they're tapped out. But yeah, having the Cavern to protect Ghalta, that's okay. They have to hold back at least 2 of their spirits to tap down Ghalta or Zopandrel. They could tap both of them, but it would take 4 of their creatures, which I think might happen. We'll see how it goes. I think that's what they're going to do. Okay. Well, we'll play Blast Zone. We'll play Ghalta Primal Hunger. We would be hit for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, well, it's going to be pretty close. We can take out Mausoleum Wanderer. Keep in mind, we can pop the Blast Zone. So we're not super duper dead. We'll see. Since we don't have to worry about Mausoleum Wanderer, we're okay. That should be it. I would think. If they have any other spirits that have a mana value of 1, but Blast Zone is going to smoke them. It's pretty good. Now the question becomes, do I want to pop Blast Zone now? I think we do that. Actually, I just put, what am I thinking? Just put a charge counter on it. And then pop it. Then take out Shacklegeist, Phantom, Rattle Chains. I almost missed that. Ugh. Jeez. That was close. Do whatever you have to do. Oh boy. That's alright by me. See you later. That's how you do it. The dab. Maybe I should get a clip for dab. Oh, I know what to do.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
I don't know. That might be one of my new favorite clips. Probably. I'm just happy I took down a pretty aggressive deck in Spirits. Rambo, 100%. Don't push it. Don't push me. I think it's kind of some sort of dab. I don't know. There's lots of possibilities for clips, and I don't think I'll ever get to all of them. But tonight is going pretty good so far. Maybe it's going to be an actual Azorius control again, kind of like the previous night. It's kind of nice I'm not facing as many Rakdos vampires, which maybe people have found out good ways to combat that deck, and people have moved away from Rakdos vampires or something like that. Perfect hands. Perfect hands. $20, I think. I've already bought it. Actually, it's in my cart. But oh my, that's this Sunken Citadel is on top. And I have Commercial District, which is a forest, which helps. They're dead. They have lost. And I grabbed they're dead. I'm making 7 on turn 4 for T-Rex. They're not winning. I'm gonna buy it. I'm about to buy it. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. I love knowing that the opponent is about to lose. Hopefully I get Cavern of Souls, but if they counter it, good. Draw out a counter spell. Make them feel like they actually have a chance here. Okay, well, thank you very much for that, Scorpion. If anybody is wondering what we're... Okay, I appreciate it. But if anybody is wondering what we're talking about, I have a Buy Me a Coffee a monetization platform just to send a favorite content creator, buy an item, give a tip, buy one-on-one coaching, a variety of things, which I haven't implemented yet. But of course I do have plans. But it's a way to, make me some income, that sort of thing, and move myself closer to doing this full-time, or at the very least more of the time. Gonna have to see the updates. I mean, it has been so long since I played Age of Empires that it was surprising the amount of updates that they actually made and have done. I never would have guessed it would be that much. It's mind-boggling almost. Irrigated farmland. What is that gonna do for you? Yeah, Carnage Tyrant. Let's draw him out. Maybe watch him concede on the spot. Oh boy. There you go. Oh man, they took out my Cavern of Souls. I wish I had another Carnage Tyrant in my hand that I could play next turn. Oh, whew. Shoot. I wish I had a Ulvenwald Hydra that I could play to search for my second Cavern of Souls. Darn, man, I'm scared. The coffee link. Where is the coffee link? Let me get to... Okay, there we go.
What in the hell just happened? How did he do that?
Should really put my website in. Hopefully that works. Did that work? Yeah. arfygames.com, simply that. And it should take you right to the homepage, which I've made just a bunch of the key links, and the yellow one is the Buy Me a Coffee link, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Initial D. I love it. I still haven't watched the actual anime yet, but yeah. The opponent is probably thinking, what just happened? What could I possibly do? Nothing much. But yeah, that link should work. Take you to the website, and this hand might take me to a win. And a cap. It doesn't get more perfect than that. 2 Sunkens. Sylvan Scrying grabs Castle Garenbrig, and then I can... Okay, watch out. I'm just going to go Commune because I want Sylvan Scrying to go off as reliably as possible. Maybe they were thinking of countering Commune, but if I drew out their only counter spell, that means Sylvan Scrying might have been protected because they wouldn't have had another answer for this. And I really need that Castle Garenbrig. Take out a Sunken. Oh shoot. I needed a forest anyways. This is helpful for me. It's pretty good. And there's still a reasonable chance that, well, I will be making enough for Carnage Tyrant. I'm not going to reveal that I have Cavern of Souls. I'll play Castle Garenbrig this turn. They're ready and waiting. Maybe they think, I'm going to hold a counter spell for something other than Carnage Tyrant. We'll see if they sweep next turn. Now they can sweat. I also love that with Commune. It crafts the narrative for the opponent and maybe changes what they do and when they do it. You reveal something that can't be countered or targeted. What does that mean for them? That's a tough one. If they want to counter Overwald, okay. That should mean Carnage Tyrant connects. We just keep playing big stuff. Oh shoot. Darn. We're going to hit them. Sweep me at any turn, and they're mostly tapped out. Eventually I will get to Ghalta. I'll keep trying for Ulvenwald. Grab a second Sunken. I have Cavern of Souls, meaning Ghalta can't be countered, so every single thing is bad. Hasty, lands, big creature, can't be countered. Trample, boom. Ooh, another castle is pretty good. We'll just keep trying for Ulvenwald Hydra. Might as well, I have a bunch of copies. I guess I could go Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Maybe Ghalta could have been good. Maybe they really could have taken out Palani's Hatcher at instant speed. I wouldn't have been able to attack with everybody. I would have only connected with Carnage Tyrant. And then the following turn comes around. They sweep me. I've barfed everything. I've played into that Supreme Verdict or Farewell or whatever it is. But I think a Carnage and an Ulvenwald Hydra is going to finally draw out that sweeper, and now they're dead. Good game. See you later. That is what you want to do. I played him like a fiddle. Oh, I love it. On the spot. There's nothing differently they could have done to save themselves. Nothing. What would you have done? Tell me. Okay. Oh, man. Again, I'm thankful. No Rakdos Vampires, even though I have Pick Your Poison, which still feels like maybe the best thing for that deck. 1 green, they have to sacrifice the Vein Ripper. Very good stuff, but very good stuff right there. Demolishing Azorius control again and again, and the spirits, and yeah, what didn't I run through tonight? That drew out the nice from the opponent. Pretty good. You gotta respect that, at the very least. Yeah. I knew they had something. You just gotta wait. Play enough that it forces the sweeper, and then you have a bunch of other good stuff in your hand and you kill him. I don't know. It's a pretty hard case to make. Nobody else is really playing this. It has never placed high in any sort of tournament. So I only have reps with the deck and example videos like this, streams and stuff. And for most people that's not good enough. They think it's not consistent enough, but I mean, it certainly seems to be the case again and again and again. But I do want to get something other than reps. That's what I'm getting at. Doing online tournaments and in paper as well. Just have more on my resume, you could say. But of course with kids, there's not a lot of time. This is basically the best time and one of the only things I can do at the moment. Nah. A can of cola open. Ooh. I don't know. I don't mind it too much. I don't mind flat pop. I guess if you have a lot of spiders, I've never really been worried about spiders. And there's all those statistics, which I won't go into if anybody is squeamish. We'll leave it right there. Yeah, I would think it takes care of it. A protein-enriched soda. There you go. Good stuff. Kind of like this good stuff right here. Enriching this Azorius control opponent. Teaching them that dinosaurs can be pretty darn good. Yeah, I get any bug. Flies, bees. That does make me worried actually in summer. Now that you mention about spiders, seeing wasps and bees kind of go into pop, even if you look away for a little bit and you go back. In the back of my mind, I think a wasp has crawled in, especially if I see one buzzing around my open pop can. I kind of hold my ear up to the can, see if I hear any buzzing or anything that fell in, and then I feel a little bit safer to take a sip, or I just chug it straight up. Like this opponent chugged a ton of damage. Wow. Ugh. Bottles during summer, yeah. Usually I'm inside still. I like the air conditioning. We have a pretty good air conditioner, but sometimes when things are heating up, my computer has trouble. Having OBS open, recording, Arena open, Google Chrome open as well, it all does build up, even though it's good. It is a strain on it, but hey, I do appreciate it though. Scorpion, thank you for that donation. It's going to be fantastic playing some more Age of Empires, and yeah, I think we'll leave it there. No AC in Scotland. Well, that's pretty good. I'm not too worried about the heat. I don't mind it. My wife and my kids, they have trouble sleeping. Eventually I get to sleep, but it could be worse. I have a roof over my head. I get to do this with you guys. If you're watching right now, later on, have a good rest of your time zone. Yes, it was a good night. Some good wins. And see you next time. Peace.